So I want to thank you again for choosing to spend your time with us this evening. It really, helps us to be able to put these things on when people are actually showing up to learn a little bit about, whatever it happens to be. And tonight it's going to be talking about collagen and strong from the inside out. So, oh, I see. I'm wondering if it's this. I'm going to move this out of the way. It might have been that I hit the wrong button. Okay, sorry. So my name is Caroline Farquhar, and I'm a registered holistic nutritionist, energy medicine, and Reiki practitioner. I'm a former instructor at the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition, and I also have a degree in psychology. And all of this means that I take a very holistic approach to healing. So it's all about mind, body, and spirit. So it's not about the symptoms, it's about what got you there. Some fun facts about me. I'm an avid crafter. I love to travel, love to go to concerts, and I'm also a huge animal advocate. Today, we're going to talk about understanding collagen and its roles in the body, some essential nutrients that promote collagen formation, how to choose the right collagen for you, and address common collagen myths and questions. There is a lot of information out there, and it can be very confusing. Some very lucky winner is going to win this prize pack that's valued over $200. So the trick is you have to stay on until the very end. We get a report at the end. We can see how long people have stayed on, and then we're going to use a random name generator to choose the winner, and then we will contact them directly, and this will get delivered right to your home. So stay on right till the end. Another thing I want to mention is if you have any questions as we're going along, please do put it in the Q&A. I can't see the questions as we're going along, but I will stop the presentation and go to the questions at the end. So don't hesitate to just plunk it in the question area. So what is collagen? To understand its role in our body, we need to understand what it is. So it's the most abundant protein in the human body. It provides tensile strength to skin, bone, cartilage, tendons, ligaments, fascia, and blood vessels. So picture it as the glue that holds everything together. And the word collagen comes from the Greek word kala, which literally translates to glue. Its main job is to bind and hold us together so we don't fall apart. What's interesting is that collagen has actually been used as glue for centuries by many cultures who would boil the skin, hides, bones, and tendons of animals to extract it. So it's very, very important. And it's something as we go along, I think a lot of you might realize that, wow, okay, maybe I should be supplementing with it. So it's found throughout the entire body. So when we think of collagen, for the most part, I think a lot of people think of it as, anti-aging, helps with wrinkles, maybe skin and hair and nails, but it goes so far beyond that. It's found from the head down, right down to the toes and pretty much everywhere in between. So in our skin, it provides elasticity and firmness. In the muscles, it enhances strength and flexibility. In our cartilage, collagen cushions our joints, ensuring smooth and pain-free motion. In our tendons, it connects muscles to bones, helping with movement and stability. In our bones, it offers structure and support, helping to prevent fractures. In our organs, it maintains integrity and function. And collagen in our arteries and blood vessels strengthens vessel walls, promoting efficient blood flow and circulation. And in the cornea of our eyes, it maintains transparency and shape, supporting vision clarity. So it's really important throughout our entire body. There are many different types of proteins, and they all perform various specialized functions in the body. So enzymes will catalyze chemical reactions, hormones regulate body processes, antibodies defend against infections, transport proteins move molecules within the body, and structural proteins provide support and organization. And this is where collagen fits in. It's a structural protein. So your body breaks down the proteins in your food to amino acids and uses these raw materials to build new proteins, including the collagen. So our bodies contain all these different types of proteins, and they have all these different functions that they do for you. So when we eat any source of protein, we digest it into chunks of amino acids. So our cells then take these amino acids and combine them into amino acid sequences that our bodies can use. And these amino acid sequences are called peptides. And as they form bonds with other peptides, they get larger and they fold into more complex structures, which we call proteins. So nearly all life on Earth binds proteins from a shared set of about 20 different amino acids. So think of them as nature's alphabet. Just as 26 letters make every word, these building blocks combine to form proteins that can be short, long, simple, complex. They make up all the different proteins in our bodies. So how does collagen differ from protein? This is a big question that we get often. So they both help our bodies, but in different ways. So protein makes up about 20% of our total body weight. And the diverse functions include enzymatic activity, hormone regulation, immune defense, and more. Now, collagen is a type of protein with a very specific role. It makes up about a third of the protein in the body, and it provides structural support to connective tissues like bones, skin, tendons, and ligaments. And this is what the structure of collagen looks like. So looking at the structure, I want you to picture it like a triple-stranded necklace of pearls. So each pearl represents an amino acid. While there are other amino acids in this chain, the three primary amino acids that make up collagen are glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. So it's like a cord of three strands is not easily broken. I don't know if you've ever heard that term, but this really does apply here. So most collagen chains have over 1,400 pearls or amino acids, making these huge molecules difficult to digest and use. So it's best to supplement with low molecular weight collagen peptides that have been hydrolyzed. So when you're eating foods to get the collagen, like from meat or cartilage or something, your body has to break that down. But when you're taking it as a supplement form, we've already broken it down for you. So it's broken down into its smallest collagen protein peptides. They've been hydrolyzed so that it's easier for your body to absorb. So supplementing from collagen is, I'd almost say it's a little more guaranteed that you're actually going to get the collagen that you're looking for, because maybe you're not breaking down all the collagen properly from the food that you're eating, or maybe you're just not eating those types of foods. So the size and structure are the most important aspect when buying a collagen supplement, because each connective tissue, each cell or the site that responds to different peptide size and sequence. So I'm going to talk about that later, because CanPrev has many different collagen formulations, and you might be asking yourself why. And it's because we have broken it down into the specific peptide size and sequence for specific things, like whether it's tendons and ligaments or bones or muscles. We've got specific formulas for specific things. So what makes collagen so strong? It is incredibly strong. It has, it's often compared to a rope or a cable. Its triple strand shape gives it the tensile strength to withstand stress and tension. It also forms networks with other collagen molecules, which are tightly packed into bundles called collagen fibers. So fun fact here, collagen has an excellent strength to weight ratio and is frequently described as stronger than steel by weight. So you can see there on the right-hand side, you can see that rope. So it's kind of, you've got the three strands, and then they've got other strands around it, and then you've got the thicker rope up top there. It's the same type of thing when you look at the collagen on the left-hand side there. You can see why it is so strong. So where does collagen live? So let's visualize it. If you imagine cells as houses in a suburban neighborhood, we've got the ECM, which is the extracellular matrix, and that's where the collagen is found. And that's the supportive material around cells. So the ECM is everything outside of the houses. So think of the streets or the lawns, and it gives order and structure to the neighborhood. And it provides a way to get from one house to another. And just as dinner could be cooking inside a house at the same time as people are greeting each other on the street, there's lots of activity that takes place both inside the cells as well as in the ECM. So it's this gel-like substance, and it's called ground substance. And it contains a network of proteins, proteoglycans, as well as elastin. And collagen and elastin work together to give tissues both strength as well as flexibility. So what are the different types of collagen? And I'm sure maybe you've heard type 1, type 2, type 3 are the ones that we hear about the most. And when you're in a store and you're looking at the large collagen sections that are out there nowadays, it can be confusing, and you might see all these different types of collagen on there. So looking at the chart, you can get a good idea of what type of collagen is found where in the body. So when we talk about the basement membrane for type number 4, that's the very thin layer between the epithelial tissue and the tissue beneath it, like the skin on top and the one beneath it. So type 1, that's found in your skin, bone, tendons, and ligaments. Type 2, that's going to be in your cartilage, your vitreous part, which is the gel between the lens and the retina of the eye. Type 3 is found in your muscle, your fascia, your blood vessels, your intestines, and your organs. Type 4, that's your basement membranes. And type 5 is in your bone, your dermis, your cornea, as well as placenta. Now, how do we make collagen? If you've ever bought furniture from IKEA, you know that they give you all the parts, but it's up to you to assemble them. So that's what fibroblasts do. They take a number of components such as amino acids and combine them into something your body can use, like elastin and specialized collagen producing cells. While fibroblasts-like cells may go by different names depending on where they're found, for example, osteoblasts in your bones, chondrocytes in your cartilage, etc., they all follow the same assembly instructions. So the tenocytes, they'll live in your tendons. Ligamentocytes live in your ligaments, fibroblasts live in your skin, chondrocytes live in your cartilage, and osteoblasts live in your bones. So it really depends on, and this is where when you're looking at the collagen for all of the CanPrev collagens, we have the collagen protein peptide sizes that are going to stimulate the tenocytes to produce collagen in your tendons and your ligaments. So this is what makes us a little bit unique from other companies out there. Now, we really have all the building blocks that we need if we're eating the right foods to make our own collagen. And there's certain nutrients that are very, very important. So silicon is involved in the formation of collagen fibrils, which are the structural units of collagen. So they help strengthen collagen fibers, and they help maintain our skin's elasticity. So you can get this from things like whole grains, like oats, barley, certain vegetables like green beans, cucumber, celery, beets, asparagus, radish, those types of things. Copper, we can't build stable collagen without copper. It's very, very important and helps to stabilize the collagen structure. So our diets usually supply all the copper that we need, especially from foods like shellfish, nuts, seeds, leafy greens, and great news, dark chocolate. Vitamin C, that's important for collagen synthesis, and it converts the amino acid proline to hydroxyproline, which is a crucial in collagen formation. It also protects collagen from damage. So we can get vitamin C from lots of different sources like citrus fruits, vegetables like broccoli, red peppers. And then we have K2, vitamin K2. It's a workhorse vitamin that also plays a role in collagen formation. And it's a little bit difficult to find in our diets unless you like natto, which is a sticky Japanese, it's like fermented soybeans. But you can also get it in a supplement. And that's probably one of the easiest ways to get it, is to get it in a supplement. A lot of times you'll see it in a D3K2 formula, which we have, and I'll talk about it later. So as I mentioned, sometimes you can get collagen from your diet. you can get it from bone broth, and this is made from simmering animal bones, and it contains small amounts of collagen alongside the amino acids and other nutrients that support your body's collagen production. Chicken, especially the skin, provides connective tissue proteins, including collagen. Fish, marine collagen is concentrated in the bones, the skin, and the scales. So eating fish where you have, most of all of the fish, like sardines, I guess, that's where you're going to get the skin and the bones and the scales. You're going to get everything. Organ meats. So type 1 is usually found in those organ meats, especially the liver. And gelatin. So gelatin is a cooked form of collagen used in foods, and people often use it in cooking and desserts to create a smooth jelly-like texture. So those are the places that you can usually get it from your diet. You cannot get it from a vegetable source. And I'll talk a little bit more about that when we talk about, myths and questions that we get. As of this point, we don't know of any vegetarian source. You can take precursors which help your body to make collagen, but there is no vegetarian collagen at this point that we're aware of. So what would you include around collagen intake? Well, you want to take vitamin C, high quality protein sources, healthy fats, antioxidant rich foods like berries and leafy greens. And if you're trying to build muscle, then resistance exercise matters if collagen is muscle focused. And avoid excess sugar, refined carbohydrates, alcohol, heavily processed foods. You should avoid them all the time anyway, but they can speed collagen breakdown and increase inflammation. And too much caffeine, smoking, and excess sun exposure can also work against collagen repair. And here's a sad little fact. If we make it, why do we take it? Well, after our mid-20s, we produce about 1% less collagen a year. So when we're young and we're growing, our bodies are making more collagen than we're actually breaking down. But sometime in our early to mid-20s, our bodies break down collagen faster than we make it. And after this, we produce about 1% less collagen every year. And for women, this rate picks up at the beginning of menopause before leveling off again. So in the first 5 years of menopause, women can lose up to 30% of collagen in their skin. And this is called intrinsic aging. And it's inevitable. Like, we can't really get away from that. But it's not the only factor that contributes to decreased collagen production. Estrogen also affects many tissues from your brain to your bones. If you're a woman that's going through menopause right now and you're wondering why everything is going crazy, it's because estrogen receptors are found throughout your entire body. So when you don't have the estrogen, it's decreasing, then all of a sudden things start going haywire. So you might start getting all these symptoms that you never had before. So estrogen is involved in the balance between collagen being synthesized and broken down in the skin and elsewhere. And at around age 50, the female body stops producing estrogen hormones in the ovaries. And this reduced synthesis plus higher breakdown shows up as changes in the skin elasticity, joint discomfort, slower muscle recovery, and reduced connective tissue resilience. So all of a sudden, you might be working out and your muscles are starting to waste, or you're getting the frozen shoulder that so many women get at this time. But the good news is that studies show that after 8 weeks of taking bioactive collagen peptides, women aged 45 to 65 had a significant reduction in eye wrinkle volume. So that's about 20%. So we know that it works for that. And we're starting to see that it works for a lot of other things as well. So the great thing is there is something that we can do about it. Now, I talked a little bit about some of the things that can work against us as far as collagen goes. So aging, so the collagen production we know naturally declines. Chronic inflammation, so ongoing inflammation increases enzymes and oxidative stress that break down collagen faster than the body can replace it. High sugar intake, this excess sugar can promote glycation, which stiffens and damages collagen fibers and makes them less functional. Menopause, we just talked about that one. Over-exercise, this is a thing. So too much intense exercise without enough recovery can raise oxidative stress and inflammation, and that may increase collagen breakdown. So exercise is incredibly beneficial for our joints and overall health, but you don't want to do too much. You don't want to stress out your system too much. You want to give it time to regenerate as well. Pollution, so air pollutants generate free radicals that damage skin cells and collagen, contributing to premature aging. Smoking, so tobacco smoke reduces blood flow and increases oxidative damage, which impairs collagen repair and accelerates degeneration. And then the UV exposure. So UV light triggers collagen destroying enzymes and oxidative stress, which leads to wrinkles and loss of firmness. So I think for a lot of people, you're going to notice it in the skin first, or maybe your nails are going to get brittle or your hair starts breaking. Those are the things you might notice, but you need to pay attention to the rest of your body too, because you might see it as like stiff joints, or that you're not able to gain muscle anymore. All these things might be indicative of the fact that you're not really using or making collagen as well as you used to. So some of the benefits of supplementing with collagen is pretty good. So you might find joint pain relief, hair and nail growth. That's probably the first place you're going to notice it, is in your nails. Your nails are going to grow longer, stronger. You'll find maybe a little bit faster. That's the thing that I noticed. And the hair. For me, I've got quite long hair. You can't tell that much now, but when I started taking collagen, you could see there was literally a collagen line. So all of the new growth that came in was nice and thick and strong and soft. And my hairdresser is like, "What are you putting on your hair?" And I'm like, "It's not what I'm putting on my hair. It's what I'm putting in my body." So I called it my collagen hair. Now it's all collagen hair. So you can't see the line anymore, but you could really see the difference. So once you start taking collagen on a regular basis, start paying attention to things like that. It can also help with heart health, promote faster wound healing, improve bone strength, support digestive health, improve skin health and appearance, as well as improve muscle mass. So as I mentioned earlier, CanPrev has collagen peptides, and we've got them in different sizes to help support different needs. So hydrolyzed collagen is enzymatically broken down into smaller peptides to improve solubility, digestibility, and ease of formation. So it will mix more easily. It's going to be easier to digest, and it works well across different types of formulas. So the size of the peptide can affect how well it blends and how the body uses it. But the source of the collagen and the specific peptide also matter, like the peptide pattern. That really matters. And that's why not all collagen peptides are the same, and why it's important to look at the research behind each branded ingredient. So all of our protein, collagen protein peptides are made by a company that specializes it. This is all they do. So I'm going to go through all of them right now. So first I want to mention CanPrev. We've been around since 2005. We're focused on empowering Canadians with education and natural health products to support personalized wellness journeys, putting the health back into your hands. So that's the key. We want to empower you to be able to make the right decisions for yourself. All of our products are formulated by naturopathic doctors. So it's the right ingredients at the right dose to actually make a difference. So here's what we have. We want to control where collagen is produced in the body. So by controlling the size and sequence of the peptide, we're able to effectively address a range of health concerns. So we do it based on goal rather than taking a one-size-fits-all approach, although we do have a product for that too, because if you have multiple things going on, then maybe you want to take a collagen that's going to address multiple symptoms. So the first one is the CanPrev Beauty, and that's good for skin, hair, and nails. Now, when you look at the average molecular weight of 2 kDa, that is the protein peptide size that stimulates collagen growth in skin, hair, and nails. And it's effective at a dose of 2.5. Now, the great thing is when you're looking at these doses of 2.5, 5, 15, all that, we've put the right size of scoop in the canister so you don't need to guess. You just need to follow the directions and take it as indicated. Now we have a CanPrep joint and cartilage formula. That's obviously good for our joints. That's a 3 kDa size. So that is going to stimulate collagen growth in your joints and cartilage. And that's at 5-gram dose. The bone is a 5 kDa, and you take that at a 5 grams. So if you were to take the 5 kDa, if you were to take the CanPrep bone and you were to feed it to a skin cell, it's not going to stimulate collagen growth in the skin because it's a larger molecule size. So you want to make sure you've got the right size for the right reason. The muscle tone, this is good for body composition. This one is for muscles, obviously. That is a 3.5 kDa at 15 grams a day. And then you've got the full spectrum. So the full spectrum is a quarter of each of these. So that is the one that's going to cover the 2 to 5 kDa. So if, let's say, you want the skin, hair, nails, but you're having issues with, I don't know, maybe you're dealing with a joint issue or something, then this is going to cover both. Having said that, personally for myself, I take the full spectrum, but then I also take a full dose of the joint and cartilage because I have some issues with my ankles. So you can combine them. When you just want to be cautious of not taking more than 20 to 25 grams at a time. It's not going to be harmful for your body. It's just that your body's not going to use it and you're going to waste it. So if you have more than one issue, you can take either more than one together. Let's say you've got issues with let's say you broke your bone and you also twisted your ankle when you broke your bone. Then you might want to do the joint and cartilage as well as the bone. You might want to do those two together. So that's not a problem whatsoever. And it's a very common question that we get. So I did want to address it here now in case anybody was wondering. So I'm going to get into each product specifically slide by slide at this point. So now that we've covered all the science, let's dive into the actual products. So this Collagen Beauty activates skin collagen production. It's clinically proven to reduce eye wrinkles in 28 days, supports cellulite reduction, increases skin elasticity, smooths and firm skin, improves nail growth, increases moisture in the skin, and increases skin density. So you're probably going to notice that after about, it might be sooner. It depends on the rest of your lifestyle and what you're doing to support yourself, but you'll probably notice that in about a month. The collagen bone reduces bone loss. It stimulates extracellular bone matrix for enhanced collagen building at the bones. And it also contains D3, K2, calcium, and magnesium, which are all things that you need to grow healthy bones. The collagen muscle tone is very low molecular weight, so it helps to enhance fat metabolism. It counteracts the loss of muscle mass, and it's proven to increase muscle strength in combination with resistance training. Collagen joint and cartilage reduces joint pain associated with osteoarthritis. It repairs and regenerates joint cartilage tissue, and it also promotes formation of new hyaluron fluid for increased joint lubrication. And again, this is something that is going to, you'll probably notice, especially when it comes to osteoarthritis, it's probably going to take about a month. And then the Tendo Recover helps build connective tissue strength, and it's clinically studied for chronic ankle instability and Achilles tendinopathy symptoms, and improves joint movement after injury. So those are the specific ones. And then again, as I mentioned, if you want them all together in one formula, it's a quarter of each. So you're not getting that full dose, but you're getting enough for everything. So if you've got good general health overall, you've got a great diet, you're doing all the things that are helping your body to build collagen, then this is probably the only one that you probably need. So this one will help build collagen stores in the joints, bones, skin, hair, tendons, ligaments, and muscles. And we also have it in a liquid or a powder form. And I did want to mention that all of these powders are completely tasteless. So they're very easy to mix into things. Very commonly, people are putting it into their coffee. So it's very easy to take in the morning. You can put it in a shake or a smoothie. So they're very versatile and they don't taste like anything. So it's quite easy to add it into things. Now, type 2 collagen. This one is a little bit different. It's found in flexible, elastic cartilage that supports your joints and helps them move smoothly, absorb impact, and reduce friction between bones. Breakdown and loss of this cartilage, which is a common side effect of aging as well as osteoarthritis, and it can result in discomfort and inflammation at the joints, making movement difficult and painful. Unlike supplemental collagen peptides, which are the ones that I just talked about, this one is different. So those ones are broken down into those shorter sequences of amino acids that I mentioned, and that helps, with easy absorption. But in this case, this is undenatured collagen. So it's in its original structure. And when it's taken supplementally, we don't actually digest or absorb type 2 collagen. As it passes through our digestive system, the collagen structure communicates with our immune system, and that directs our cells to halt inflammation and ignite cartilage production. And this helps keep cartilage elastic, making it easier for pain-free movement. So this type 2 collagen is powered by UC11, and this patented form features unique undenatured type 2 collagen from chicken cartilage, plus added boswellia, which helps to reduce joint pain and improves functional joint ability and lowers inflammation and knee joint pain in as little as 7 days. So this is a pretty amazing formula, and you can take it alongside those other collagen formulas. This is what I do, especially with the issue that I'm dealing with. It goes hand in hand, especially if you're going to take it with the joint formula. And then, of course, you might want some additional help. So collagen peptides provide the targeted building blocks, but they don't work in isolation. We can also support the collagen network with key cofactors and matrix supportive nutrients. Think of this as helping the body build, protect, and hydrate collagen from multiple angles. And the first one is vitamin C. So I chose the vitamin C liposomal because it's a bit of a unique product. So it's designed to enhance absorption and protect vitamin C from breakdown in the digestive tract, and it helps more reach the bloodstream and cells. It's also gentler on the stomach, and they provide more sustained levels than standard forms. So this is a pretty unique form of vitamin C. It helps with wound healing and connective tissue formation, including collagen support, helps maintain healthy bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and supports immune function and helps protect against cell damage. High Love, this is great if you want skin hydration, plumpness, and radiance. And it helps increase and sustain skin hydration and aids in collagen formation for skin, hair, and nails. And it promotes smooth, glowing skin and helps protect against oxidative damage from free radicals. So in this product, we've got something called Hyabest, and that's a form of hyaluronic acid known as sodium hyaluronate, and it's clinically proven to enhance skin hydration, and it occurs naturally in the dermal layer of the skin and is responsible for keeping the epidermis looking nice and plump and hydrated. But our supply of hyaluronic acid depletes as we age, as well as all the things that might be breaking that down, and that's what causes that dryness in the skin. So this formula also combines this sodium hyaluronate with living silica, which is a highly bioavailable form of silicon, and that comes from Nova Scotia's quartz. And it also has biotin, lysine, vitamin C. So it's the ultimate support for your skin. And this is something, again, you can take alongside any of our collagen formulas. And then separately, we have silicon and biotin. And this is a really, really nourishing combination of silicon and biotin to help maintain beautiful hair, skin, and nails. And it supports collagen production and skin structure through silicon, which is a key beauty mineral nutrient. So it's got that living silica, as I mentioned, and it's scientifically proven to be one of the best sources of silicon in the world. And it's better absorbed by the body than most other supplement forms, including colloidal, horsetail, as well as bamboo forms. And last but not least, we have D3K2. And this can be very helpful alongside collagen because D3 supports overall bone and tissue health, while K2 helps direct calcium to bones and away from soft tissues, which supports the structural framework that collagen works within. So it's suspended in organic coconut oil, which is a stable fat that helps enhance the uptake of fat-soluble nutrients like vitamins D and K. And it's in the D3 is in the cholecalciferol form from lanolin, and the K2 is the K2 Vital, which is a plant-based soy-free form of MK7, and it's a highly absorbable and very active in the body. So we do have it in a capsule form as well as in a liquid form, which is just put it under your tongue. It's very, very easy. So those are the all of the different products that we have, but I want to address some of the collagen myths and other questions you may have. I'm not sure if there are questions that have come up along the way, but I will address them later. But hopefully some of them might be might be addressed in this next section. So the first one is you can absorb collagen through the skin. Collagen, that's not the case. So collagen is too large to penetrate the skin. So topical collagen cannot penetrate the dermis and only hydrates rather than increase collagen levels. So you want to boost collagen levels from within, and that's when you're taking it orally. And then you want to add topical skincare for protection, moisture. Maybe you want to use retinoids and vitamin C. They'll all signal your cells to stimulate your body's own collagen production. Collagen is immediately effective. Not really. It won't work overnight. It needs to be taken consistently for the effects to be noticed. It will also vary from person to person how they recover or heal. So it depends on your lifestyle. It depends on the different things you might be eating that support collagen production. And some things like our collagen beauty, you might notice that, as we said, in 28 days. In our Tendo Recover, it may take up to 3 months for people to start noticing results. So it really depends on what the issue is, how long you've had it, how bad you've got it, how long it would take for collagen to work. But keep with it because consistency is very important. Big question, marine versus bovine. So marine collagen is mainly type 1 from fish, skin, scales, and bones, while bovine provides types 1 and 3 from cow hides, bones, joints, and connective tissue. Once broken into peptides, the source matters less. Your body uses the amino acids similarly. So remember, it's broken down to its smallest absorbable component. So your body doesn't really know whether it's coming from a fish or whether it's coming from a cow. It just wants that little tiny protein peptide. So it has minor differences in absorption and profile. So your choice comes down to goals, budget, and dietary needs. A lot of times marine collagen tends to be a little more expensive. Also preference, like maybe you've got an allergy, or if you are pescatarian, maybe you're going to take a marine collagen instead of a bovine collagen. Can you take collagen with a green drink? Absolutely. So mixing collagen with greens is convenient. It's complementary because chances are it's going to have, lots of vitamin C in those vegetables, especially if you add like a lemon in it. And it may actually support absorption as well. I touched on this a little earlier. So is there such a thing as vegan collagen? No. Collagen itself comes from animals, but you can incorporate plant-based collagen boosters. So vitamin C rich produce is a big collagen booster. So those citrus, berries, bell peppers, broccoli, kiwi, all of that is going to help your body to make collagen. You can also include zinc and copper rich foods like pumpkin seeds, cashews, lentils, beans, and whole grains. Again, those are all going to help to your body to make the collagen. Can you take collagen instead of protein powder? So collagen can be a helpful supplement, but it does not replace protein powder. Protein powders like whey or plant-based blends are designed to give you a broader amino acid profile, while collagen is more targeted for connective tissue support. So think of protein powder to fill your protein needs and collagen to support connective tissue. So protein powders are more complete protein. It has all the different amino acids that your body needs, whereas collagen doesn't have all of them. And I got this question today, so I thought it would be important to add it here. So is collagen okay to consume with some kidney damage? For someone with existing kidney damage, collagen is not automatically unsafe, but it should be used cautiously and only after discussing it with a healthcare provider or a nephrologist. So because collagen is a protein, any extra protein can increase the workload on an already impaired kidney. So you do want to make sure that you want to talk to your healthcare provider about it first. And last but not least, liquid versus powder. Powder and liquid collagen, they're both absorbed well when they're hydrolyzed, so they're broken down to the smallest absorbable component. So the bigger difference is usually convenience, not necessarily absorption. And I want to mention that Nutters does have a sale on our collagen right now. So you can save 15% until May 23rd. So that's coming up. That would be Saturday. And it's at all 27 Nutters locations. So it's our entire collagen line right down to our type 2 collagen. And as promised, everybody that stayed to the end, thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. We will be drawing a winner tomorrow for this prize pack. And as mentioned, we'll contact you directly to get your mailing address, pardon me, and your phone number for the waybill. And then we will send it directly to your home. And I also want to mention that we have some free resources. So we have a website on why collagen is awesome, and it's at canprev.ca/collagen. And we also have something called CanPrev Community. I'm not sure if anybody is part of that already, but it's community.canprev.ca. And we've got a whole bunch of different support groups there. And we even have a menopause support group and a skin health support group. So this is something where you can share ideas. We've got contests on there. We do webinars. So it's a great place and it's completely free. We are also on socials. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well. So that brings us to the end. And I'm going to stop sharing and then be able to look at the Q&A.